Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Lady Justice Talks, where curiosity meets law. Today, Today's episode is about fashion in the corporate world and some self-care, elegance. And today you're here with Anita.
And your host, Susubi.
And we have a special guest with us today. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Sinani. I'm the VP of Finance for WILA. I'm currently going into my third year for BCom majoring in finance. And I'm so excited to be talking about elegance, self-care, and style.
We're as excited as you, actually.
Yay.
So you said you're a finance major in New York. And have you done any internships in regards to your program?
Yeah, actually. So the past summer, I was an intern in accounting at Honda Canada. So I actually do have a lot of experience in choosing a wardrobe that suits the corporate world. So in my office, we often had to dress in business casual.
Of course, yes.
But oftentimes there were also different events where we had to dress more formally as well. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about my personal experience on that and some style tips.
I think that's great.
That's a great start. So you mentioned that the wardrobe would be different in the office and the events that you would go to. Can you please elaborate a little bit more on that? Would you just be wearing suits? Do you think it's more practical to just be wearing the typical stereotypical professional suits, blazers, or dark colors, or just
I think we really need to unpack the stereotypes, because I feel like law has this you always imagine, I guess because of the media, you think of suits the actual show, and you're just thinking oh, you have to be wearing a suit to be in this law vibe.
Yeah.
So maybe is there
that
something
professional
else?
vibe?
Honestly, really, if you're having trouble finding out, okay, what's the style? Because usually they'll tell you when you go into a place, they're like, okay, the style is this. So that's what they did for my internship. It was just in an email, the office, where is business casual?
Oh, that's nice.
So usually what I typically do, even for every job or a job interview that I go to, I tend to dress more formally, and then I'll see what the interview person or other employees are wearing, and then I'll make notes on that and sort of compare to see, because it really depends on the workplace. So certain offices will tend to be a bit more leaning into the casual for business casual, so they'll wear sneakers or even jeans.
Yeah.
I'm glad you kind of give an example for casual, because I think casual is a spectrum. I feel you can't really decide what casual is in a workplace.
And the thing that you said about how you're gonna look at how other people are dressing, and I think that also that's something that I feel has affected me too, because I work also at a professional setting, and this is what I did. At first they told me it's just business casual, but business casual, we have from business casual to business casual. So I would just be looking at other people and how they're dressing, and that's how I determine how I'm going to dress, and if colors are okay. What do you think about the color aspect? Do you think when they tell you to dress business formal or business casual, are the colors automatically darker in your head to be more formal, or do you think you could just wear a suit but it could be I don't know, pink?
Honestly, I feel we should define what business casual is, because a lot of people tend to get confused by that. So business casual is sort of between looking professional and formal, and then also casual as well. So you can mix and match typically. So usually when I was working in the office, we leaned a bit more into being casual. So it's all about balance. So you can wear that formal aspect, so a blazer, but then you can also wear a white t-shirt underneath. And then have slacks, but then also keep it professional by having loafers or flats, right? So it's all about keeping that balance. Obviously, if you're going to do business professional or formal, that's where you typically tend to do heels or more professional looking suits, tailored suits, and that. As for colors that you were saying, again, it really depends on where you go. I think some offices tend to, you can put a little bit more of your personality in your style as well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that because personality is a whole thing for me.
Yeah.
But you can finish your thought though.
Honestly, like, really, it depends. You should be looking first to see if there's even that space to be allowed to be pushing that.
Like a room for personality, really?
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's tough, but, like, you also don't want to leave off with a first impression because your clothes really do, it kind of dictates how your experience will be in the workplace as well. One, it gives you the confidence to say what you want and also think the way you want, so you have more confidence in your words as a lawyer as well. And standing your ground for your opinions. But then it also creates a good first impression. So if people see that you're adhering to the dress code, they're going to learn to trust you, say, okay, they actually have respect for this company and its values. And then they're going to want to build a more trusting relationship. And so once you do build that more trusting relationship, you can kind of develop more of a personality or flair.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, did you want to ask
I
a
wanted
question?
to. No,
Okay,
that's
go
okay.
ahead. I'll ask my
I
question
wanted to add
first.
because I think it's really important, and like if we're gonna like collect evidence that it is important, there's a lot of like YWCA and a lot of like nonprofit organizations that have like workshops just for success or just for just like to like for just the interview, really.
Yeah.
So you want to like give your personality, yes, there, but also show that like, oh, I'm also professional.
Yeah.
But you can go, Anita.
Honestly,
Oh, no.
no.
She can no, she can complete that thought.
are you done your
I'm done my thought.
Yeah, I think honestly, a lot of people don't use the resources that they have. Like for me personally, Pinterest, TikTok. I love TikTok. You use it for everything, for
You
style
do.
inspo. Like I think it's just so helpful. Like, and people should really be using more of the resources. Even like asking, even directly emailing like your place of work, or if you're working in a, let's say a legal firm, like it doesn't hurt to email them and ask, hey, what does this entail? And then on other topics as well, if you want to do a bit more of a personality, you could ask for that as well. You could start off small with that sort of thing. So like maybe with simple jewelry pieces or different colors, like you were saying. Like, I won't shut up about this ever, but like everybody has their own color palette that suits them as well. So you also want to have something that makes you stand out in the workplace, and also your clothes shouldn't be washing you out, but it also shouldn't be too flashy. Like you shouldn't be wearing like neon yellow or something to the office. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is like you were talking about first impressions and what to wear in the workplace, like that shows that you respect the company that you're working for. It's just very interesting how so much what you wear affects your like reputation and where you stand, and the like it's just like a lot of people don't think about it. It's just like, oh, like just wearing whatever, just go to work as long as you're getting your job done, like it's good. But then like I've seen how much like how you dress affects like what vibe you give off, the confidence that you give off, or then the respect that you give off to for the company and how others view you, like the authority that you can give off. Like obviously it's like also kind of like stereotypical, like when you see somebody in like a very business formal like suit or dressing generally in the workplace, you're automatically like, oh, like okay, they're put together, like they have authority in this like company, right? So it's just like kind of interesting to me how much like dressing, how you dress, like affects how you're like seen in the workplace. And I was wondering, like, do you have any personal experience with that? And like, have you seen, I've personally witnessed other people, like I've seen how they dress, and if they were dressing a certain way, like not as professional or something, like it was nice how they were dressing, but it wasn't like how they should have been dressing in the workplace for like them to be called out, like, hey, like don't wear that next time when you come in.
I feel like the should have thing is more about also like the idea of like being a woman in a workplace as well, because I remember I feel like Emma also like talked about that before, like like off the episode, that the idea that like as an intern maybe there was maybe some expectations that she should be wearing like stuff that are not as feminine, but would like she would challenge it.
I've
or
heard
maybe
of
she can
that.
talk about that.
Yeah, can you please elaborate on that?
Well, like definitely just wearing like more colorful pieces. So like instead of just sticking to like the neutrals, I would wear clothes and colors that would flatter me more. So especially a lot of the women in my office too, they tended to like wear lots of trousers and that as well. So I would like tend to wear like midi skirts or like even like dresses and that, but also keep it professional. Again, you need to have that balance.
Yeah, like both should be. That's the thing. I feel like when Anita mentioned professional, like that's the thing with the like that word being like visualized in a certain way. But really, trousers or a skirt should both be considered professional. So
Yeah.
But a lot of people also don't see that as professional. But I think that ties into the woman aspect that you said, like, because I've heard of it, like that events that we've gone, like guest speakers have spoke of this about how you dress, like as a woman, can really set your authority level. Like you could, like as a lawyer, I've heard them say, like you could be a lawyer, you could be well established, you're winning your cases, you're doing great. But as soon as, like, let's say you wear a skirt or whatever, or a dress in a courtroom, like, even if it's professional, like, you're covered, it matches, like, the business, like, formal. Nowadays, although it's evolving, I would say, yes.
it
I
definitely
think
is.
so.
I'm not,
Yeah, because there was actually like
yeah.
a name that I wrote down for Ivy Gibson Hill. That's a non-binary attorney who is very verbal about the idea of more inclusive dress code. Because you don't need to, like, I personally also, like, my opinion on that topic is, like, you don't need, like, a specific dress code for professionalism, sure, like, dress for success, but it doesn't have to be, like, gendered. That's what I'm talking about,
It
like,
doesn't
in
have to
terms
be
of,
just
like,
suits, for
yeah.
example.
Like, you need to accommodate different body types and different,
Yes.
personalities, after all, and identities would be a better word to say.
Honestly, it's good that you mention accommodations because that's another tip I would recommend, especially for style, is that if you do where you have religious or even medical reasons or even like personal gender preferences as well, it's good to like email HR like ahead of time, even before the interview or your first day, so that way they can note it down and no one gives you any issues and they can accommodate you for that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. I felt like it would
Hey.
be like confrontational and like I would just not.
really. Well, it depends how you do. If you're just like, hey, I'm gonna show up like this to the office, you better be okay with it.
No, yeah.
Obviously.
Also, another part that came to my mind for dressing for the office and all that is the aspect of going shopping for what you're gonna wear. But let's say like we're students right now, right? Or even people that are not students, like they're in the workplace, like you want to be budget friendly, right? Do you have any advice for that? Like,
Yeah, finance major.
Yeah, how you can allocate your money resources?
Okay, first of all, get a budget.
Right.
Okay, how much do you want to spend? And then from that, you have to like sort of think, okay, how much can I afford and which stores can I afford? Honestly, it's better to have basic staple pieces that are high quality over quantity, right? Because you want them to last you a while, especially if you're planning on spending. You don't want your clothes to just break within after a month of wearing them, right?
Oh, so wait, you're saying like, let's say if I go and buy like a white shirt that's higher quality, that would be better instead of going and buying like two
bad
like
quality shirts.
Yeah. So like,
okay.
and the other thing that you have to do basics is that you can wear them with anything.
Yeah,
If you're
you
getting
can
like a
mismatch.
really flashy like blouse or something for work, you can only wear that with certain things. So I would stick first with like the neutral colors, so like white, beige, black. It's good to have like a nice pair of slacks, one good pair of shoes, a blazer. A blazer you can interchange with anything, and then 2 blouses, and then you already have a bunch of outfits from that. The way you accessorize it as well, like you can build different outfits from that.
Simply how you like do your hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, like people aren't really going to pay attention that much to what you wear. I guarantee you, like I saw so many times my manager was wearing the same shirt over and over again.
Yeah, you gotta be professional.
I love how she's like, people are not gonna pay attention, and then she's like, I saw my manager like actually I saw my manager wearing the same thing, but it's alright.
No, but that's comforting because I knew, hey, it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
if someone in like a superior position they're not making any issue, and they can show like, hey, you can reuse clothing. Because that's another thing. Fast fashion is like tricking you. Like, you always have to have a different outfit for every time.
But not
But
really.
no,
Yeah.
No, but I relate
clothes
to that.
are meant to be
yeah.
worn again and
And
again.
You were saying reuse. It reminded me because I worked at like a thrift store, and guys, it's actually like not that bad. Like there are stuff that you could find there. Like I know people who bought like brand new blazers just because
I've
people
seen, yeah.
Yeah.
just because people happen to donate them and they're actually in a good condition. That's fine. I know Emma was talking about like get stuff that are like high quality, but also if you can get something that's like I'm not sure about the quality,
But high quality
it's-
doesn't necessarily mean expensive. Like I've
Yeah.
seen some really good pieces at Winners or even Marshalls for shoes, like all kinds of stuff. Like
100%.
yeah, you don't have to fit into that luxury. There's like, I see even pictures of like billionaires and they're wearing like clothes from the Gap. So if they can do it,
yeah.
you can do it. If they're successful in what they wear, there's no shame in like, they're brands for like different audiences for a reason, different target audiences. So find what works for you, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like even like the idea of like thrifting and stuff, because we were talking about like putting in your personality. I love to have this sustainable personality.
Yes.
You could do it even if you can't afford like the more expensive stuff. You could do it just for, you know, putting in the advocate for like sustainability. Like yes, I thrift. It's fine, and I show up to work with like a thrifted blazer. That's
Yeah.
fine. So
Nobody's even gonna know.
literally,
Yeah.
Literally,
no, I'm gonna
nobody's
talk
even
about it. I'm
gonna
like,
know.
oh, actually, I thrifted that. You like it? Yeah, but
I'm like saying nobody's gonna know it, even though I'm the type of person that's like, oh my god, where did you get that from? That's so cute. But then like people won't really judge you
yeah,
for like if you tell them like, oh, I
Yeah.
thrifted it. I personally like if like Susu, if I see you wearing something and you're like, oh my god, I thrifted it, I'll probably just ask you like which thrift
Which-
store it
which-
is that you
exactly.
thrifted it, right? I'll probably be
Yeah.
sad because
'Cause I
that
feel-
means like it's one of a kind.
yeah. Because to be honest, like budgeting shouldn't be like as stressful as people think. That like, oh, like dressing for success is like, oh, but that's expensive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and like leaving that first impression is important, but what comes with that is how confident you are, the vibe that you're giving off to. So wear whatever you feel comfortable in, as long as it fits the standard. I would say that could help.
Yeah, especially because psychology. There was like this phenomenon that they were testing like different people that were doing blood work, I think. And so they saw like how confident were they administering it. I think it was like medical students or something. So when they wore the lab coat, they were more confident and they made less mistakes because they associated, hey, a lab coat, it's a doctor,
Right.
it's more professional, they get stuff done. And so they emulated that characteristic.
Conditioning.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
We love the psychology reference.
Yeah. And if you're not sure about like, hey, I don't really know like what personality or what's my style, again, always inspiration, do your research. For me, personally, I started off by looking at my color palette. So there's actually like a quiz that you can do online.
Oh, that's nice
It's
to mention because
called-
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. Oh
Me
my
neither.
god.
Like, I'm here
I
for
tell
a reason.
everyone.
I just
Yeah.
see like everybody like talking about color palettes and oh my god, am I summer colors, winter colors, like, and then like
It helps so much. Like I do see a difference like even in the way I dress. Like I just stand out more, so you see more of me in pictures and like just every day.
glowing.
So the test is called colorwise.me. So go online, you upload a photo of yourself, and then you color match your hair, your skin, and your eyes. So for me, for example, I'm a deep winter. So that means I have a very high contrast like features, right? So I can't wear anything that's in the middle or too warm or too, it has to be either very cool, very contrasted, very dark
And they
colors,
explain all that to you.
or very pale. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice because I will not have you explaining. That's amazing. Actually, I just feel like you're the perfect guest for this episode because I don't feel like
Yeah.
anyone would have brought this one in.
No, that is very interesting because I was actually wondering because I just see people like going to very far places to get their color palette or like paying
And there's
so
professionals
much.
who actually like do it for
No.
you. but,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
pay,
like paying so
thousands of
like
dollars.
oh my god, paying so much. What was
And
the
so-
website again?
Colorwise.me. So you upload the photo, and then I'll give you a color palette. And then, oh, you can see I'm getting so excited talking about this. You can go on Pinterest. They have so much stuff. Like, I don't shut up about Pinterest, but it's there for a reason. That's why I don't talk about it.
Yeah, like
I'm talking about it so much.
You mentioned TikTok too. Like I feel people think like, oh, this is like I don't know, social media is bad, but like sometimes you can use it to your own like use.
So the color palette, not only does it determine the color of your clothes, the hair color, the makeup, the jewelry. So if you go on Pinterest, you search deep winter makeup, what it'll show is that actually I need cool toned red for lipstick. Berry pinks. What looks horrible on me is like nude lipstick, right? Or I can't wear certain like eyeshadow colors. Blonde hair would look horrible on me, right? And so hair is another thing, like, right? You want to have like very healthy looking hair in the office.
What do you think my color palette is?
I think you're the same as me, low key.
Really?
Yeah.
So cool tones?
Because you have similar features to me. Yeah.
Sorry, Susu.
I feel very left out. I actually feel very left out.
And
but
then,
wait, you can finish your thought first.
yeah, let me finish. Yes, here.
Let her
not you.
finish.
Then you go into your face shape. So what hairstyles would suit you, right? I got round cheeks. I got a big forehead. So like curtain bangs would suit me. I can't have super, super long hair, so it has to be medium cut. Anyways, there's so many resources, and it's such a shame when like people don't use it. Another trick. Okay. If you're having like trouble, like, okay, I don't know what colors look good at me, find a celebrity or someone
That
that's
looks
famous
like
that
you?
looks like you, and then see what their stylist is doing.
That's why representation matters.
Exactly.
Some of those stylists be doing them dirty, though. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll find a picture that does do them good then. I don't know.
No, but I'm glad you're mentioning hair and stuff like that, because I feel like we're not only like talking about like elegance, but also about like you said, like taking care of your hair. So like maybe more like about like self-care as well.
Yes.
So maybe do you have like a routine that maybe
Of
an
course I
easy
do.
one though, like not a 15,000 step routine for your I don't
Okay.
know.
It's not even that. Like, me personally, I relate to that thing you said, not a 15,000 step, but it's only, we talked about this, only because I'm lazy. Like, it's like, I want to. I genuinely want to.
But?
Like, but I'm lazy. Like, when it, like, just to get up and go and get.
That's why, like,
I'm working on it,
We
though.
need like a routine
Okay.
that like is suitable for someone who's
Efficient,
also, you know,
yeah.
working
So-
and hard.
But these
like,
routines are also different for everybody.
that's
too.
true.
That's
But
another
we'll
thing.
see what
Yeah.
Emma has to say. Maybe.
What's your routine, Emma?
Okay, so if you're lazy and you don't want to have your hands in your hair all the time, I would recommend, and it's like I love it so much, rosemary oil. Like, I know everybody's talking about it, but it actually helps. You want to make sure it's diluted though, not like pure rosemary oil, because that actually damages your scalp. So like I usually just make it at home. I dilute it with olive oil, and then I add like a bit of like mint leaves, because that also helps as well. Then I'll just leave it in for like 3 hours. So once, like usually I like to like wash my hair before I go to bed, and then I double shampoo and I wash it out. And then so the oil like usually like moisturizes my hair. I do that once a week. I would say that's the laziest you can get, because you literally just put the oil in
Wait, question.
and that's it.
Have you
is,
seen?
is that for like your hair type? Since
Anybody's.
oh,
It's just,
Yeah.
okay, that's
have you
perfect
seen
then.
a difference in your hair after you start using it? What type of difference?
Like I have hair growth, and then my hair is like definitely more moisturized as well, because my hair tends to
Yeah.
be drier.
Guys,
I'm
this
not
feels-
enjoying
My
this.
hair looks frizzy, but like let's not
No.
talk about that.
No, because you also have like a curly type of hair.
Yeah, so curly hair tends to be like you need a lot of moisture. So I will put in that extra step of putting coconut oil on my ends,
You know what the funny thing
and
is?
then I do my usual routine.
Right now my hair is straight. But my hair is curly. Like, you've seen it. Like, you'll see it in the other episodes. But the thing is, my hair did not used to be curly until like 2 years ago. 3 years ago. It just like, I'm not joking. Like, for example,
Did you straighten it a lot?
no.
Because I had this phase,
No,
like
no,
you
no,
see
no,
how
no.
curly my hair is.
Yeah.
It used to like actually like be like kind of like not really.
Oh,
but,
because
like,
you burnt it.
because
and,
I
like,
was burning it like
No, no, no,
24/7.
No,
And that's
like,
the thing with, to be honest, like wait, going back to like our topic, that's the thing with personality. Because like back home in Egypt, for example, I felt like I was like kind of like
to fit in, you had to
fit in. I
straighten
had
your
to like
hair.
straighten my hair because like although we all Egyptians, like most Egyptians have curly hair, but
Yeah.
like
Just that
fitting the
beauty standards and
standards,
their-
I have to straighten my hair. Then I came here and I was like, oh, that's cool, and that's when like it became like healthier. But yeah, you continue with your little
My what?
your little story.
My little story.
Sorry.
No, I mean, well, I mean, it is a little story. No, but no, I did not do that. Like, my hair was actually like straight. Like, we have the genes for curly. Like, my sister had like wavy hair, but nothing like curly like you've seen in other episodes. And then like around like 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago, it just I think it was because of the weather change, but it just randomly started becoming curly. And I already did not take care of my straight hair, and now I'm like, with like, because like, you mentioned like having curly hair. Now I'm not even like taking care of like my curly hair as much. So,
I had the same story.
anyways,
Like my hair was
Really?
pinned straight when I was younger, and then after in like grade 9, it started getting really frizzy.
we're twins.
And then I would, I know.
We have our own twins. We're twins.
Oh, fun fact, guys, I'm a twin.
And I'm-
Anyways, maybe
I'm a
she'll be on the
triplet.
podcast in the future. Who knows?
And I'm just an only child.
Wait, it's like triplet twins,
Oh
only
my god!
child.
I just noticed that.
3, 2, 1.
But we're our
Okay.
own twins.
Exactly.
Continue, guys. Don't zone out.
What was I saying?
She feels left out.
Um,
Curly, your hair
yeah,
turned curly.
It was pinned straight, and then all of a sudden, grade 9. I guess it's also puberty, maybe hormonal changes, and that it would get so bushy, and I'd be like, what the heck? I almost swore.
I
What's going on with my hair? Like, I would keep brushing it, and then I'd see other people like pin straight hair. I'm like, why does it look like a broomstick, like the end? And then I was like, I was even questioning getting a Brazilian blowout. Thank goodness I didn't, because that would have damaged my hair so much. And then one of my friends was like, are you dumb? Your hair's curly. Like, why didn't you try styling it? And then poof.
Yeah, you just need to understand your hair.
My friends have tried my friends that have curly hair have been like giving me products to try them so much, and I don't try it because I said I'm lazy, but they're like encouraging me, like, Aita, please, like, like without products your curls look good. Just try this product, like you'll see why your curls are good. And I'm like, guys,
Do it.
but like it's funny because this side is like not. This side is straight, and then it's like curly in the bottoms.
Yeah, because obviously my hair wasn't this curly when I first started out. Like, the curls weren't as developed. That's why you have to build a routine. Like, you say you don't want to be lazy, but I'm sorry.
No,
It
but
needs
I've
work.
gotten better in every aspect of self-care. Oh,
That's
speaking
good.
of self-care, we were just speaking of
just
self-care.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to be honest, I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but your body, no, I'm sure about you guys too, but like your body is always like impacted by like stress and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's not like the hair, but like maybe the skin. Like it's just like, you know, I'm stressed, like my skin is just like, okay, I'm out of here. Like, yeah, skincare is just like, I need it. So is there something that like maybe relaxation techniques, or like what's your,
Like yoga?
you know, I feel like you're the type of person to be like, oh, I meditate. So just tell me.
Guys, I do not meditate. Like, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
misleading people with that, even though I never claimed to be meditating. Honestly, yeah. Relaxation techniques, having a routine, and self-care are very important, especially if you want to go into law. Because I feel like a lot of people that want to be lawyers, they're perfectionist type A people. So they tend to be like, gimme, gimme, gimme. I want to do everything. And they never take time to like breathe and relax.
That is true.
So like, especially like I remember even at the Empower Her mixer that we had in May, a
WILA
lot
event.
of the lawyers were even saying that, yeah, self-care is a big thing that they had to learn over the years. So if you can do
To
that,
balance that,
yeah, and develop that routine before you get into
Yeah.
law school, it's amazing. So here's what I do, because that's why we came here, to listen to me. Okay, you need to analyze your patterns, okay? How are you waking up in the morning? When are you the most productive? What do you need personally? Because you could follow other people's routines for inspiration, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for your body and your mental health, right? So typically for me, I tend to be the most productive right as I wake up in the morning, and then at nighttime before I go to bed. So like, let's say after 6 p.m. Whereas throughout the day is just like, okay, who is this girl? Like, I'm like all over the place, or I'm just like feeling very like tired, or I'm not as productive. So I'll do other things during that day. So if I'm doing, let's say, school, or I want to do work, I'll tend to like section those time periods or study periods in the morning and the afternoon, and then do other things for self-care. So cooking really like relaxes me. I love, hey,
I don't know what that was.
I love,
I love
I love chopping some veggies. You know.
What? No, I don't know, but good for you.
No,
You don't
that's
cook?
great actually.
No, actually, I don't.
You can
Yeah,
cook with
'cause-
me. Don't worry.
Okay. If it's
Self
true, I'll
care
cook.
is actually no, because self care is like that's the thing. I feel like self care, as you said, like you kind of need to like know yourself.
Yes.
Because okay, self care for me is playing Fortnite with the boys. Like it's
Huh?
just it's.
Did you
fun.
just say with the boys?
I said with the
Yeah.
boys. Yeah, that and the boys in question like are a guy and a girl. Like it's fine. So literally, you could have your own self care routine. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
I'm gonna meditate, do yoga, which I also like appreciate. I love journaling. I love like having all of these, but you can also do it not only like the mainstream. Oh, you meditate, you do yoga. That's your self care. Period. No,
Like
you could
the
do stuff that are just like
typical-
typically considered like
Yeah.
unhealthy.
Some people relax by just listening to music.
That's
yeah.
true.
I know that. Like it just you have. I guess you have to find your own way of what really helps you relax. Because like relaxing is not something something general that you could be like, okay, as long as you meditate, you'll be the most relaxed. Personally, I've tried meditating. I
It doesn't work.
like.
For you.
I haven't really like tried it, but I've tried a little, and no, it did not really.
The
do.
good-
But like I tried hot yoga, and hot yoga was at first it was not because that was hard. It was hot yoga was hard, but like after a while, like I was like, okay, like this actually feels nice, right? But then for some people it doesn't work. I've seen it doesn't work,
Yeah.
or like listening to music really helps me. But I know that, so like some people like they might get overstimulated or something. So it just you have to find what really works for you, and like how Emma said, like what you just have to basically analyze yourself, break yourself down.
Exactly.
Honestly, like it sounds funny to think about, but yeah, you have to. And like time building, what's it called? Time management.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to like literally look at your schedule, look at your routines, because nobody's gonna know you the best like you know yourself. Also, it doesn't have to be the same thing every day, right? Because obviously life is not gonna be routine, as long as you keep the key components. So one, eating. Make sure you have like a good healthy meal. I'm not one to talk because sometimes like I just want to eat junk and that.
We were just talking about going to
Yeah.
get fast food right now.
We're literally doing that. We're not. We're
Hey,
literally doing that.
There's
Actually,
gonna be
We are doing that. I was trying to be like nice about it. Like we were just talking about
Yeah,
it. No, we're good.
actually doing that.
exercise. It doesn't have to be like going to the gym. Like even taking a walk and listening to music.
Yeah, download
Having-
Step Up, guys. We have had like so much fun with this little application. Just like, because especially for pre-law students, I know your competition is very high. So I enjoy just going on walks just to see that like, oh, I'm 1,000 steps over Emma. That's great. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just go to the gym.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
sometimes I don't even feel motivated to go to the gym.
As long as you put that effort in, because obviously these routines are going to be built all at once. You have to be patient with yourself,
yeah,
right? Because it takes time to become a whole new person. What's the time period to develop a routine? Like 3 months, right? To do a new habit.
The new habit, according to psychology, for the for the brain, it's I'm pretty sure 28 days to rewire your brain. But maybe the 3-month one, like I'm not sure about like
I'm
28
not in
days?
psych, so
28 days?
28 days. That's what I
days.
like. Don't fact check me because like I remember I heard it from like one of my courses. 28 days to like start like rewiring your brain. But again, it
To actually
depends.
develop it.
Like a new habit. Yeah, like but it has to be like consistent. That's the thing with meditation. Like I know you said it didn't work with you, but
Yeah.
like a lot of stuff like when they talk about it in psychology is just the idea that like you need to be consistent in something, and there is nothing easier than breathing.
yeah.
Because like meditation, a big part of it. Even Emma was
I need
mentioning like,
to-
oh, you need a minute to breathe.
Well, you guys
So,
try
yeah.
meditation with me? I need to try it.
We can try. Yeah,
Guys,
we can
I wanna
literally
go
do
to
like
those-
a little meditation. And
I wanna- I
we
wanna-
could do that in
I want to
WILA
go to
as
those
well.
like,
As a little event.
I want to go to those
Not
like
us brainstorming on live.
You know what I really want to go to? Those yogas where they have puppies that come out.
I feel like that
know.
would stress me out so much because I'm gonna step on the little things.
Just
Oh,
sit down.
No, the thing is, no, that's the thing. I probably wouldn't even be doing the yoga. I'll just be like, come here, come here.
But yeah, wait,
Yeah.
you mentioned like meals and nutrition and stuff like that. Is there something like maybe for, because you said you were an intern, so like a quick snack that's also nutritious but also delicious type of thing that you maybe could think of, like for
Okay.
your break or something?
She's ready.
So obviously, like when I was at my internship, I didn't have time to cook a whole meal because usually I like to take my time when I'm cooking because it's like my relaxation thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just have like every Sunday I would just like stock up on like snacks. So it'd be something quick. So I'm not getting hangry as soon as I come home and I can literally snack on it while I cook.
What would that be?
Okay.
Granola bar?
Granola bars, yeah.
Okay.
I
Good.
make my own.
I passed.
What?
Yeah, I
What?
make my own granola
Did she say
bars.
she makes her own?
Yeah, she just said that. Can
Yeah.
you believe it?
You guys want to know how to make? No.
Sure.
Just
go
say
for
it, just say it,
Literally,
just
it's your-
say it.
It's your episode.
Okay, so you have rolled oats. You put it on a big flat pan. You get your nuts, you get your dried fruit, and then you put a little bit of honey.
I love how she's
sweetener,
gentle parenting the
I know,
listener.
she's so
and then you
nice.
spread it out so it's like this little bark. Granola bars are basically granola. So if you break it down into clumps, you can have, there you go, quick breakfast.
Wait, what keeps it
Yogurt.
together?
You mix it up.
With
and
what?
the honey sticks
Honey,
it
oh,
together.
honey,
or
right.
maple syrup.
Because I saw
Canadian.
someone on again, we were mentioning TikTok and stuff, and I saw someone on Instagram, and they did it with like yogurt, and then you have to freeze it. And I'm like, this is gonna like unfreeze by the time I'm at work. So I don't understand. I don't understand how I'm gonna.
Unless your work has a fridge though, because usually those type of offices
Yeah,
have.
but I
like,
commute. Like it takes me a minute, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't trust it. I was like, I'm not going through all of this. Like I'm not finishing
I mean,
all of
that's
like
why you
my
have to
mom's,
find something
you know,
that works for
fridge
you.
items just
Like
for that.
with food, I don't really cook, but I know that there is alternatives for everything, and you can just like. Some people just even like experiment and just mix stuff up. Like I'm sure you can do that and
Yeah,
see what
that's
works.
true.
Honestly, for me, because my attention span is like all over the place, so I feel like I like to mostly put things in the oven, something where I don't need that many steps. So I'll just pop
Yeah.
some veggies in the oven.
And it's easier too because
Yeah.
as we were talking, like sometimes you just don't have the time or you're lazy. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then I'll put a timer too, so I don't forget, and I'll go do other things in the house.
that's perfect.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I should try that.
Anyways,
What?
veggies and hummus is a good alternative. Nuts, because not for the allergy people, but like roasted nuts are good.
Is tuna good? Because like I'm literally addicted to
Tuna?
tuna. So it better
Tuna's
be
good.
Did you say
Canned
tuna?
tuna's
Yes,
good.
I'm in love with tuna. Please don't say anything.
I didn't
bad.
say anything. I was just asking. Like, did you just say tuna?
I actually asked that. Yeah,
Like,
tuna, like can of tuna, like a can of tuna. Yeah. Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
Another
see you
thing-
judging, and you're a gym bro, so I can't believe that.
Another thing for protein that's really good is that I'll cook like chicken breast. Obviously, I season it.
Good job.
Like,
Expectation.
but like you can season it whatever you want, like throughout throughout the week, or like marinate it, and then I'll cut it into like little pieces, and there you go. For breakfast, you want chicken, you put it in a salad, sandwich.
I love Caesar salads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, can we like leave and go grab the
Should
food
we
already?
just- yeah.
Like we're just getting hungry.
Oh.
Yeah. But did you?
She had something to say.
Anyways, just make sure that you have the food, sleeping, or downtime. Also, support system's really good. So make sure you have time to like either like journal or just check in with yourself and be like, how am I feeling mentally, to get a bit of that grounding and like sense of control.
Also,
'Cause-
who you have around you.
Yeah,
A
like-
support system.
Even right now, I'm grounding myself because I'm talking to you, beautiful ladies,
Aww.
and the audience.
No, we're like both awkward. Like, oh, she like complimented us. We're like, oh.
Anyways, I'm so cheesy, guys. You gotta. That's how
No,
I am.
I love this.
We gotta
episode.
slip it up. No.
Anyways, what were you saying?
Oh no, it's just this all like ties into the fact that like if you want to go into law or just any career at this point that requires you being in and out of the office all the time and not having a lot of time, like you said, like law people like type A probably they want to take on everything. My lip gloss. So I feel like it's good to establish these self-care stuff like early on or as soon as you can, like right now. Like it's good to establish it so by the time that you get to, because like yeah, we've heard of lawyers saying that balancing their we'll have an episode on work-life balance, but we've like heard they're saying like self-care and balancing that with like their job was one of the hardest things that they could, and they found out like kind of relatively late on like that oh like I need self-care, like this is too late, like I should already started, right? So it's good to have all of these tips that Emma has been talking about in mind and already establishing what works for you, so when you get to that level then You can, also I feel like what really helps is also putting down your schedule, like writing it down. Like I use Google Calendar, and that has helped me so much. I discovered it this year. And it actually helps because now I know like what I'm gonna do throughout the day, and well, it helps with not forgetting it, and also if you, especially if you have a busy schedule, but also like the times that you can like spread out. And also for me, I don't know if this works for you guys. Sometimes I be putting like, let's say I have assignments, right?
Yeah.
And have like a specific day that I'm free. I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna finish 6 assignments. Usually, like typically, you would not be able to finish 6 assignments that are big in one day. But then I like timestamp them. I'm like, okay, I have to finish this by 11. I have to finish this by 1. I have to finish this, and that actually helps for me. That because that actually like pushes me to do it. Like that's like it just being that type of like organized. I feel like so.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I do that with Hangouts because I feel like no,
This hangout has to be done by 9 p.m. tonight. I can't. My social battery is
Listen
good.
to me. Listen, because I know myself that like I'm really like you. Like when it comes to assignments, I'm like adding the assignment because like if it's on my calendar, it's happening.
Yeah.
But then with the Hangouts or like self care, because Hangout is part of my self care, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'll see you. Like let's play it by ear next week, and then I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
No, now I put Emma Hangout Thursday. There we go.
That's me. If you look at my schedule, I don't have my phone. It's like podcast, Emma, Susu.
I have my planner, like literally, I wrote it down.
I tried writing down, like I bought myself like a pretty little planner. Like I was trying to be like one of those like journaling girlies, whatever. I couldn't, so I just have like the digital.
All
one.
respect to
Whatever works
journaling
for
girlies.
you.
Yeah.
For me, I write it down because then if I put it on my phone, it's gonna be out of sight, out of mind. Whereas if I have it with me, it's like, oh, there you go, reminder. I also like to use ChatGPT
Who does
for
that?
like doing a schedule.
That's so true. Yes.
Wait,
like,
wait, is that doing for a schedule?
Yeah, so I'll
ChatGPT,
put in,
does everything.
if I don't know how to set a schedule for a day, I'll put in something like this. Okay. Give me a schedule for wake up at 8 a.m. I have class from let's say 11 to 2, and then I have
That's
work,
so
and then
smart.
and be like, give me time to relax, to exercise, but also for meals and to hang out with friends, and then it'll do it for
That's
you.
perfect. No, that's perfect. Even for like, I think even like all the resources that we're talking about, like color palette, all that stuff. Really, you can also go to ChatGPT. I remember I went to him and I was like, "Oh, give me a healthy, nutritious meal," and he gave me this like avocado
It's
chocolate
insane
thing.
how
It was
we can, like-
disgusting. Don't try
I
that.
love AI, but like I
But-
hope they don't replace us. But
I mean, that's another topic for another episode. Maybe.
we should
But
do this.
we should do that.
Okay.
We're
Anyways,
brainstorming here. But anyways, is there anything else maybe you want to add?
We
honestly,
can. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
No, but like there's also self care and how you dress in the like business world, corporate world. All of us also like you can tie this in with law. Like we talked about how self care is important to have, how you dress in the business world, like what you consider casual, like reaching out to your HR beforehand, seeing how other people dress. Like this all ties into law. But go ahead.
What else ties into law? Work-life balance. We have another episode into that. Even like just feeling your best, honestly. Like if you have a better wardrobe, you're gonna have the confidence, especially as a woman. We already have it like a bit more difficult in adjusting in the workroom as well. So just dressing better, like will give you those confident points. It makes you also show your personality so you're memorable in the workplace. You know?
You also have to, in fields like law, that are predominantly male, from what I've seen.
Yes.
Like I said, it could be changing now. But like, yeah, like that feeling good, I think is very important because that also ties into you not caring what others think. As long as you feel good, you do good,
And you're still
that's a
professional.
mindset. Yeah.
Yes.
So who cares if others are like, why is she wearing a dress? Why is she wearing a skirt? Why is she wearing like color? You know, as long as you feel good, you know that you meet those like criteria of how you're supposed to dress, then you're chilling. You know, you don't need to worry about anything else.
Yeah.
Honestly, like even like dressing has made me feel like more confident when I start dressing in things that make me feel comfortable. You know, like especially when I was in internship, I had like a lot of like imposter syndrome, just constantly like questioning whether or not like I deserve to be there, which I did. But like, you know, you can't help but have those thoughts, especially if it's like a drastic change to your everyday life or typical workplaces. But just dressing confident just made me feel confident. And then with the psychology phenomenon I was talking about, just associate those traits. So when I wore a blazer or professional clothes, I thought, okay, I am a professional businesswoman. So if you start dressing like legal influences that you also want to become, such as like Amal Clooney, or let's say, what's her name? Michelle Obama, right?
No, I
become like them. And then you also put your own flair on it. So it's just like, okay, yeah, they're a nice influence, but I'm also Emma, or I'm also Anita, I'm also Suzu. You don't want to go into law, but you get the point.
Yeah.
she's close enough.
Yeah.
No, but
Would it ever be bad to stand out? Like if I
I
have
don't
like a
think
fancy,
so.
fancy, like let's say I'm going to a WILA event and like I have like a really fancy suit. Do you think it would be like oh, look at her?
How
she's-
fancy. Like if
Mm.
it's sequins or like a zebra print.
Like not fancy
No.
is not like fashionable.
I'm
This is-
guessing if it doesn't if there are no restrictions, like as long as like it's
be
formal, but
yourself.
let's say it's formal, right? And you're wearing a suit like everybody else is, but yours is like pink, while everybody else is black. No,
Yeah,
Like-
that's the negative side of like standing out. Like you need to like stand out, yes, or like just as Emma said, like be yourself in a way that makes it like you're special, yes, but like not in a way that's like, oh, she just wants. And I'm not saying because like, oh, she's a woman, she just wants attention as a female. I'm talking about her like, or like myself even, like wanting attention. Like that's not the type of attention you want.
I
in
guess
that
it also
setting.
depends on a setting. Like if you're
Yeah.
giving a presentation, like obviously you want to stand out. Like, you wanna-
Exactly.
But also, like at the same time, it's not that like she's seeking for attention if she's wearing pink and everybody else is wearing black. Because how could she have possibly known that everybody's gonna be wearing black,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
So you can't even look at
So
it.
it's all
that
about communication, just like Emma said. Like, send an email, ask them this, that.
Again, that's why I said it was very important that you assess what other people are wearing, because you don't want to stand out too much, right? Because it's all about balance. Assessing the situation. That's another thing with business casual. You keep that balance. You don't want to stand out too much. Then you also want to stand out so that you can make a memorable
Representation of
Yeah.
yourself.
representation of yourself.
Mm.
Yeah. Thank you for finishing
Yeah,
my
yeah. We're so
sentence.
close. We finish each other's.
sentences.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so with that being said,
Yeah, I think
I
that
think
brings this episode
that
to an end,
wraps
right?
up our episode. Unless Emma has
Yes.
anything else to say.
Honestly, another thing that's important. Scent. Don't wear it's like very, very heavy perfume. Scent is also important. Like once you find that scent that suits you, it also gives you a bit of a confidence booster. But again, like
Don't just.
Also, it
shower
adds in.
yourself.
It
Hesitate.
also adds into the personal hygiene as well.
Mm-hmm.
there you go. Yeah. Keep your nails clean. Shower. Oh my God, shower. You can have clean hair. Everything.
Can't believe she's like, guys, shower.
Please.
I'm telling you, she's gentle parenting. You don't believe
Please
me.
shower. Please shower.
Please.
Please.
Yes. But like you guys will be fine.
Yeah.
You know? Like we're all still learning, we're still young. We're gonna find our way in the world and then how we present ourselves. So again.
Yeah, I guess just try to find that like balance on what works for you. So when the time comes, like you're ready. That'll make you more confident as well.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
always constantly shifting too, so you're not gonna have the same styles all the time. So that's why I suggested like keep the basics, because basics never go out of fashion.
Yeah.
You can always add on, but you can't like subtract from a basic, right? It's better to have something that you can rely on, a foundation, than to have all these flashy clothes and you're like, well,
Now
I'm
my
gonna buy a
like
whole new
you.
wardrobe.
Yeah, because your style might change too, or like your routine might change too. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're right. Great.
Thank you
This-
so much.
This was
Emma.
a very fun episode.
Yes.
Thank you for being here with us, Emma, and the audience. Hope you guys enjoyed.
And we'll see you again in another episode of Lady Justice Talks.
Bye.
Bye.